5 team fouls on Hart Academy with still 2:21 to go in the third. So a couple more fouls, and Clinton's going to be shooting free throws for the remainder of the ball game. Aggressive defense forces the steal, the turnover. Hart Academy. City's going to drive, spin, shot won't go. There for the follow, up won't go. And foul called on McJunkins. Might have tried to back her out just a little bit. I don't know on the shot attempt, but 2 free throws upcoming.
Yeah, that 5 in there right now. Harding probably has a little bit of a height advantage now. We see Sykes and Standridge fixing to come in, give the Yellow Jackets some size. Cullen hits the free throw. She has 2 points with a free throw back in the first quarter. Booher and McDonald check out. Standridge and Sykes into the game for Clinton. Yellow Jackets have played 9 players so far tonight. Cullen hits them both.
Free throw up. Hart Academy has cut it to 6 with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. So Clinton got on a run to end the first half. Hart Academy's trying to answer here in the third. And Clinton ball out of bounds. So right back to Hart Academy. So when you kind of thought maybe Clinton got a double-digit lead and might pull away in this one. And
zone defense giving the Yellow Jackets trouble. Credit Rusty Garner over there on that Harding Academy sideline, switching out of the man, going to that 1-3-1 zone, and it is giving Clinton trouble.
City's three-pointer is good. 34-31. Hart Academy has made it a one-possession ball game. It's not over with 1:24 to go in the third quarter. Three-point attempt by Stolzfus tries to answer. Miss. Rebound on for Hart Academy. They can pull within 1 this time down the floor. The 2-point jumper. It won't go. Rebound Lacey Bell McJunkins. Keeps herself down the middle of the floor. Players around her. She's going to get in the lane. 2 defenders. It's the shot up, but it's into the arms of a Wildcat. And now they're going the other way. Fullerton with it. Down the floor. Kick out to the corner. A chance for a tie. Won't go. Rebound Long. Saves it back in bounds. Hart Academy has it under the basket. Reverse layup. Won't go. Inside, outside. Woo! Fast pace. Academy on the drive. 2-point attempt won't go. Rebound. Sydney Standridge out to Haven Stolzfus. 35 seconds. Third quarter. Ball loose on the floor. Going to be tied up. Alternate possession to Harding Academy.
Jackets forcing a little bit now. There was nothing there. That was 4 back for the Academy. You got to know when to break, when not to break. But they definitely, the Yellow Jackets have had trouble now against this zone defense by Harding Academy. 12-point lead is now down to 3. Jackets with only 6 points here in the third quarter. If you remember at Harding Academy, they had 6 in the first quarter.
20 seconds, clock running. Harding Academy trailing by 3. Pass down low to the post. Turnaround shot won't go too hard. Rebound, Kinley Keith. Outlet to Stolzfus. 10 seconds. Midcourt. Lacey Bell McJunkins with it. Stolzfus on the left. 4 seconds. 3. Lacey Bell. Deep 3. Won't go. And that'll do it. The third quarter comes to an end. It's a one-possession ball game when we return for the final 8 minutes. 34-31, Lady Yellow Jackets in front. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Find relief from painful varicose veins. I'm Dr. Landon Humphrey with Conway Regional Surgical Associates, and I'm here to offer you pain relief with a minimally invasive laser treatment. This in-office procedure results in reduced pain, better sleep, increased mobility, and much more. Join me at Conway Regional for a free vein mapping and get started with a treatment path tailored to your needs. Call 501-327-4828 for more information. Don't wait for pain relief. Schedule your appointment today.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is a place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
Fourth quarter about to get underway, 34-31. Lady Yellow Jackets lead. Hart Academy cut into that halftime lead. Clinton will open with the basketball. Lacey Bell McJunkins, Haven Stolzfus, that'll be Kinley Keith, Erica Sykes, and Sydney Standridge.
Callie Lassiter still on the bench for that ankle. I don't know if we'll see her the rest of the way. Clinton's having trouble with that. And, 1-3-1, that one at the top of the key is try to prevent the ball from being reversed. And the Academy with some long arms, that's Ava Abram there, long arms and legs. And also City, making it very hard for us to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other. Yellow Jackets have not scored in over 3 minutes. They led 34-26 at the 2:54 mark, have not scored since then.
It was tight, but for that kind of run, that burst that Clinton made there in the second quarter, it was tight prior to that. Now it's tightened up again. Stolzfus down the floor to Keith's going to drive, defender there. Second defender comes in to help, misses the shot, loose on the floor, and Hart Academy has possession long enough to be whistled for a travel call, and Clinton will have it underneath their basket.
If you get a nice inbounds play, this might be the time for it. The Yellow Jackets' desperate need for a good-looking, wide-open shot.
Instead, it's Hardin Academy. Fullerton down the floor. Behind the three-point line, a chance to tie. It's up and in. We are tied. Is that the fifth three-pointer of the night for Hardin Academy? Some timely three-point shooting in a relatively low-scoring ball game. 34-34. 6:47 remaining in the fourth. Reese McDonald in along with Katie McJunkins.
That's 8 straight points for Harding Academy. It took them a while to get the 8 straight, but the score was 34-26. Now it's tied at 34. Clinton has gone now over 4 minutes without scoring. Good job to clear the ball out. Now maybe have a break now.
Stolzfus down the floor, right side, into the corner. Reese McDonald, the three is up. It won't go. Rebound Hardin Academy.
Harding hadn't turned it over as much in the second half either, giving us some chance for some easy run-out baskets we saw in the first half. Academy's not shooting that great, but the Yellow Jackets have not made anything. Sykes trying to post up inside on Clements.
Reese McDonald's three attempt from the corner won't go. Foul on Standridge after Harding Academy comes away with the rebound. Still tied at 34 with 5:36 remaining.
Yeah, I see Callie Lasser heading to the scores table, and that's a good sign for the Yellow Jackets as she checks back in. Doesn't really detect a limp there, so she's definitely an offensive force in this ball game, and the Yellow Jackets need it. Still looking for that first basket of the fourth quarter. Clinton still in that 1-3-1 zone defense, trying to trap in the corners. The Academy's done a pretty good job of getting out of those traps, and then it makes it 5-on-4 when they do.
Shot up, won't go. Out of bounds. Keep it with Hardin Academy.
Academy inbounds into their own basket. Clements foul, probably not a bad foul. Clements is 0 for 2 at the line tonight. And the Yellow Jackets, that's only 4 team fouls for Clinton. And that's Kylie's third foul. Clements misses the first one.
We'll see.
She's 0 for 3 of the line. Still has one more left here. A chance to put the Academy in the lead.
Maybe.
And no good off the back iron. There's Laster with the rebound. Just gets it over to Katie. Katie Mack into the front court for Clinton. To the basket, her shot no good. A lot of body contact, no call. Now the Academy's on the run.
Exactly 5 minutes. Fullerton loses the ball. She keeps running and catches up within the lane. City ends up within the corner. A 3-point field goal. And Hardin Academy has regained the lead. They had the lead early in the contest. And now Coach Matthew Post wants a timeout with 4:42 remaining. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Back here at the arena, things have taken a turn for the worse. The Yellow Jackets, they trail 37-34, 4:36 left in the ballgame. They led 34-26 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. They have not scored in over 6 minutes, and now Harding Academy has finally come back to take the lead at 37-34, but still lots of time left here. The Jackets trail by only 3 with 4.5 minutes left in this one.
Sydney Standards just below our broadcast position. Hands it off to Haven Stolzfus. 4 players behind the three-point line. Laster at the high post. Katie McJunkin's going to go from right to left, get around. Shot up won't go. But Hardin Academy, the last to touch it out of bounds.
Academy with 16 fouls. I think at Clinton, Laster's got to get touches inside. The Yellow Jackets are having too much trouble against this 1-3-1 zone. And there she is, and she scores on the turnarounder. And the Jackets have broken their drought. They finally scored. It's 37-36.
McJunkins, out deep. Thought she was close on defense, maybe close to a foul, and then her head popped back a little bit. She might have caught a little bit of an elbow there, but she's fine, and maybe just looked like something that didn't happen. 3-point shot up by City. This one's short off the front of the rim. Long rebound down the floor, and the Wildcats got to knock it away into the backcourt and recover. It's Fullerton, 3:40 remaining. Into the corner. And Academy's
backcourt, and it will be.
Ball gets into the backcourt, untouched by the Yellow Jackets, so that's a violation. It belongs to Clinton. Katie McJunkins, Haven Stolzfus, Kylie Laster, Sydney Standridge, and Reese McDonald.
Love to see Kylie flash down that block, try to get it to her again. Clements is out of the game now, though, and she's got a bigger player at Gardner.
Reese McDonald, shot won't go. Laster for the putback, rolls around the rim and drops through. So back-to-back field goals by Laster. Only 8 points tonight, but timely scoring. And the Yellow Jackets regain the lead for the moment, 38-37.
Laster made her own shot that time. She went and got the rebound, stuck it back in.
Out.
After going over 6 minutes without scoring, the Yellow Jackets have scored 4 straight points, retaking the lead 38-37.
Picture. 2:45 remaining. McJunkins across midcourt. Deep pass on the baseline to Stolzfus. Kick out. Standridge ready for a 3. It's up and in. Sydney Standridge. We don't see her shoot a lot from the outside. She kind of plays around the basket, but she was ready to catch that pass, and she put it up for 3. It's 41-37.
Yep.
Shot up won't go by the Academy. Fullerton able to come away with a rebound. Outside, drives inside. Shot misses. Standridge for the rebound. So Sydney with a three-pointer, a rebound. Pass down the floor. Picked off by City. She'll drive. Off the glass, a little hard. Katie McJunkins with a rebound. So the pace furious here. And a foul going down the floor by Hardin Academy. will send Katie McJunkins to the free throw line with 2:01 remaining and a 4-point lead.
Laster came back in, scored 4 straight, and Sydney knocked down the 3, and the Yellow Jackets retake the lead 41-37 after Harding had finally came back and taken the lead after Clinton went 6 minutes without scoring, and now Katie has a chance to add to the lead.
Misses the free throw, and then on the rebound, Kylie Laster's whistled for the foul. That'll only be the 5th team foul on Clinton here in the second half, so a non-shooting foul. It is the 4th on Kylie Laster.
Yeah, that's the big one there. We had fouls to give, but not Kylie to give. Now she's got 4 fouls, but there's 2 minutes to go. You got to go on down the stretch now and play with 4. Got to be careful flashing for steals. They catch you behind you. They're going to be open. Got to remember you have a 4-point lead and the clock's in your favor.
3-point shot up and in from the corner. Pulls Harding Academy within 1, 41-40 for Fullerton. That's going to be her 11th point. It's her first 3 of the night. 1:31 when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
At First Security, we're proud of our home state. That's why we created a website that's all about Arkansas, just like us. Visit onlyanark.com for local travel, food, culture, sports, and so much more. You'll find everything from unique festivals to weekend plans to prize-winning recipes you'll pass off as your own. It's all in one easy spot, onlyanark.com. For all things Arkansas, visit onlyanark.com today. Brought to you by First Security, member FDIC.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
It's anybody's ball game. Seems like we've been saying that a lot lately on the Clinton Senior girls. They've had some tight ones go down to the end. It's 1 point, the lead, 1:30 to go, Clinton basketball. They break the press, get it across, good pass. Reese McDonald to Kylie Laster, misses. Standridge tries to follow, won't go. Rebound tipped out McDonald. Back to Stolzfus. Middle of the floor, 1:15 on the clock.
Got to take care of the basket. Now those long cross-court passes.
Stolen away. Now there's a scramble for it, but Harding Academy will clear. They'll have a chance to regain the lead. City for 3. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound. Academy gets it back. On the drive, shot off the glass, good. 42-41, 50 seconds to go. Harding Academy gets the ball inside, but they will travel with it. And almost lost it there with 43 seconds to go, but it looks like they will inbound the ball from the baseline. There's a timeout. Coach Matthew Post will talk it over. Well, this 43 seconds, you never know. That may be a long time to go, or it may be a short time. Your thoughts here in this 1-point ball game?
We can't stand prosperity. Seems like neither team can. Once they get a little bit of lead, then them or us throws the ball away and allows the other team to get back in it. Yankees had a 3-point lead just a few seconds ago. But they have the ball into their own baskets. Coach Post is drawing up an inbounds play over there on the far side. 43 seconds left in this one. You get the ball inbounds. Also, you're going to the free throw line. Harding Academy has 17 fouls, so you're going to go to the line. If they foul you, got to get this good inbounds play. If you don't have it, then set up your offense and get a high percentage shot. Cross-court passes have really been a problem. Harding Academy's gone to that 1-3-1 zone defense, and they picked off a couple of our long cross-court passes. They got those short, quick passes, then try to penetrate the gaps in that zone and get to the basket. But we'll see. I'm sure Coach is drawing up his best inbounds play over there for what Harding Academy does. They'll be in a zone. They'll back up, and they'll want the ball to be inbounded way out on the floor, not give up any type of a layup here on the inbounds play. Katie's going to inbound, it looks like. Standridge, McDonald, Stolfus, and Lassiter on the floor. Three sophomores on the floor for Clinton.
They'll stack at the free throw line. They'll all four break down the lane. Jump out at the side is Reese McDonald. 3-point attempt, good. How about that? As she claps her hands down the floor. 44-42, the Clinton lead.
And Katie went through several options there, and she came to Reese for that three.
Shot by Hart Academy won't go. Players on the floor. Standridge was there for the Yellow Jackets, and a foul on the Academy. And now 7+ on the Wildcats, and that'll send Sydney Standridge to the free throw line. A 2-point lead, 23 seconds remaining.
Academy had a good look. That ball rolled in, rolled out, and Sydney made a great rebound, and she got knocked down from behind. Good call by the official. Not sure the Academy liked that one, but Sydney was knocked hard to the floor. And this is a big free throw here.
A miss, a rebound, and a foul on Kylie Lassiter. And so not only, well, that's not going to send the Wildcats to the free throw line. It's only the 16th foul. You said it a moment ago when it was the 15th foul. It was unfortunately Kylie's fourth. Now the very next foul is going to be her fifth, and she'll be disqualified from the remainder of the contest. Erica Sykes returns to the ball game.
You'd want that if you're a Yellow Jacket fan. Stops the clock, gives the ball to the Academy, and Lassiter fouls out.
2-point jumper from the free throw line. Good. City ties it at 44. 10 seconds. Hey, a chance to win the ball game. Katie McJunkins across midcourt. She's a scorer. She gives it up to Reese McDonald. Coach Matthew Post, though, going to take a timeout with 5.6 to go. Let's go ahead and keep it here. We don't want to miss something when we get back. What an exciting finish here as the Academy ties it up at 44. 5.6. Clinton will have the ball at midcourt below our broadcast position.
It'll be the second overtime game of the year if this one does go over. Or second overtime game of the week if this one goes overtime for Harding Academy. Them and Pangburn went into overtime on Tuesday night. Academy got out of there with a 1-point victory. Yellow Jackets will have it on the sideline near midcourt with 5.6 seconds left. You want an inbounds play in which your offensive players are moving toward the basket where they can catch it and keep moving. If you're a defensive team, you want to back up, allow them to run away from the basket if they want to and go ahead and let them catch it. If you're Clinton, you want to have the cutters heading toward the basket and hopefully hit it to them in stride. And they'll have plenty of time with 5.6 seconds here. If you don't have trouble getting the ball inbounds, remember you can always take a timeout here. Worst thing could happen here is you get a 5 seconds, you can't inbounds the basketball. McDonald's going to inbound it. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets run somebody off of the screen as now Harding Academy starting to match up defensively.
Katie McJunkins, Haven Solsus, Erica Sykes, Sydney Standridge. They get it up to Katie McJunkins. Oh, it's knocked away.
Don't foul.
Don't foul. Ball's loose on the floor. And Harding Academy had possession. They call a timeout. Now we're under a second with 0.5, so hopefully there's not much they can do with it here. They're going to inbound 3/4 of the length of the floor, but most importantly they're Clinton able to avoid a foul as that ball got knocked away, and then the players converge to try to get the basketball. Best here, you want to get into overtime.
Yes, do not foul here. 0.5 of a second, and they've got to go at least, probably 65 feet, maybe 70 feet. You back up, don't allow them to catch it inside the lane down here, anything outside the lane. And don't run into anybody trying to make a steal here. Yellow Jackets had the ball knocked away. Had Katie in the middle of the floor. The ball was knocked away, and then there was a scramble for it. I would probably put Erica Sykes over the inbounder here. Force the inbounder to have to throw the ball up high in the air and not on the line.
That looks to be the call. She comes over below our broadcast position.
Don't allow Academy player to run toward their basket. If they want to run the other way, go ahead.
City's in the backcourt, and she won't have time to get off a shot. We're going to overtime, tied at 44. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community.
This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Tonight's exciting Yellow Jacket basketball action is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Latitude Bistro, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, by The Pottery Shop, Arkansas Mountain Real Estate, by Goods Cash Saver, and by PEH Supply. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's basketball game on KHPQ.
Yeah, we hit in the overtime, tied at 44. Yellow Jackets, if you just tuned in, they led 28-19 at the half. Led 34-26 with 2:54 left, and then went 6 minutes without scoring. Harding Academy tied the game at 37, and in fact had a 41-37 lead with 2 minutes to play. Yellow Jackets fought back to tie it at 44, and we are set for, I think, the first overtime game of the year for the Lady Yellow Jackets.
Kylie Laster has fouled out, scoring for Clinton thus far. Alexis Booher with a single point. Katie McJunkins with 7. Lacey Bell McJunkins, she had 11 points in the first half. Only 1 point in the second half for a total of 12. Reese McDonald has 9 points in the ball game. Laster finished with 8. And Erica Sykes, 5 points.
Academy controls the tip, start the overtime, but Sykes knocks it away.
And Lacey Bell McJunkins has it.
And Harding Academy back in that 1-3-1. Well, yep, 1-3-1 zone defense.
Into the corner. Haven Stolzfus for 3. It's up and in. Stolzfus for 3. She's got a couple of free throws, but that's her first field goal of the night. The senior puts Clinton up 47-44.
Yeah, got a little penetration that time against the zone. That sucked the defense in and finally got an open kick out, and Stolzfus knocked it down.
Inside, shot won't go. Tipped around, out of bounds. Last touch by Harding Academy, just in front of the Yellow Jacket student section. And not a big crowd tonight in the student section, but pretty vocal there for this overtime period.
Scoring first has an advantage in overtime statistically, and a 2-possession lead is big in overtime statistically. Let's see what the Yellow Jackets can do here. They lead by 3. Yellow Jackets had trouble reversing the basketball against that zone defense. That City giving them a lot of trouble up top.
And a 3-point basket. Good by Haven Stolzfus. Back-to-back threes. 50-45. Makes the first.
That's 19. City has slowly got close to that 28-point mark that she had a couple of weeks ago. That gives her 20. And the lead is 4 in full court pressure.
In the backcourt, a steal. Fullerton has it. Puts it behind her back. Gets it back to City at the top of the key. Into the corner, on the drive, the baseline, runner, 2-pointer, up and in, 50-48. Minute 25 to go. And Harding Academy wants a timeout. 2-point ball game. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Tonight's basketball game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by TLC Bookkeeping, by Dr. Jamie Beavers and staff at Beavers Family Dentistry, by Subway Sandwiches of Clinton, by Miller Sanitation, by Ingram Tire, and by the Western Sizzler. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's basketball coverage on KHPQ.
And a good crowd tonight for this two-game set. As we talked about earlier, no boys game tonight, but folks came out to watch the junior girls and senior girls, and they are rewarded with an overtime ball game. Here to the end, Katie McJunkins down the floor, ahead to Alexis Buher.
Buher into the game now, give him another guard against this Harding Academy press. Now the double team near midcourt, and now Alexa will head to the line. The free throws will be huge, so we head the final minute 5. Alexa 1 for 2 tonight. Those team back in the third quarter.
Is it going to be the 9th or 10th? Maybe it's the 9th team foul on Harding Academy here in the second half. So it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity here. For the remainder of the ballgame, any fouls against Harding Academy will result in 2 free throws, the double bonus. Buher makes her second free throw of the night, 51-48.
Needs this one, make it a 2-possession game with a minute 5 left.
And the second. 52-48.
Now you want to play defense without fouling.
Three-point attempt. Up, won't go by Fulton, but a rebound. Shot outside the lane, out of bounds.
Good defense by Sykes. Held her ground, didn't try to block a shot. Academy threw up a bad one there. You got to give Erica Sykes a lot of credit on that play. And Yellow Jackets have it. Now take care of the basketball. The next foul will be 2 shots. You don't have to dribble into this press. Keep the ball moving with the pass.
Up the floor against the press. They get it across to Buher. Uh-oh, this next pass is stolen. City, Stolzfus, misses. Rebound, Buher, and she's fouled by City. And that'll be the 10th foul, so the 2-shot double bonus coming up for Alexis Buher with 34 seconds remaining and a 4-point lead.
Wow, you're going to see that from City very often. She had the breakaway. We call it the pick 6. A turnover that leads directly to a basket. And, man, you'll rarely see her miss one like that. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets can take advantage here at the line. They're now shooting 2 the rest of the way.
Alexis, 3 straight free throws, 53-48.
She may be the Katie McJunkins this week. When Katie hit those like 8 straight in the fourth quarter a couple of games back. Alexis now hit 3 straight. She's got 1 more.
Short on the second, off
Don't
the front
foul.
of the rim. Rebound Harding Academy. Wildcats up the floor, long pass to Fullerton. She'll chase it down in the corner. Almost went out of bounds. 24 seconds. 3-pointer by City up off the back of the rim. High for the rebound. Tipped. Buher, McDonald, couple defenders. Gets by 1, gets by 2. Shot off the glass, won't go. Buher with a rebound. Put back, won't go. Harding Academy only 10 seconds. 53-48. May not be enough time. City's 3 is up. It won't go. 2 seconds. 1 second. Lady Yellow Jackets win the ball game. The overtime period. Haven Stolzfus got it going with a couple of threes. Her first points of the night. Buher finishes it with 3 free throws. And Clinton in a big conference win. They win at home against the Harding Academy Wildcats. 53-48. The girls happy as they walk off the floor. That's going to be our final game of the night. Again, as there's no senior boys ball game tonight, so we'll take our final break of the evening. When we return, we'll give you some final numbers, and we'll name the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Strong, dependable, ready for anything. The Clinton Yellow Jackets know what it takes to make a great team, and Grassroots Equipment is proud to support them. Take on the season with Massey Ferguson compact and utility tractors. They mow, load, handle hay, and more, all while delivering more of the power and versatility you've come to expect from Massey Ferguson. Experience the compact and utility tractors that will take you through the season strong at Grassroots Equipment.
we have partnered with Carti to bring world-class cancer treatment to Van Buren County.
Some chemos are between 1 to 2 hours to 8 hours. So when a patient is sick, diagnosed with the cancer, traveling to Little Rock, that's a pretty long day for sick people.
Back in the old days, you had to get on the interstate, go to Conway, or go to Little Rock to get your chemo treatments. My mom, for a year and a half, was able to take them right here in Clinton, Arkansas. Big peace of mind for my mom.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Woo, we're back here. Oh, you go ahead.
Oh, looking at some scoring
here.
numbers from tonight for the Lady Yellow Jackets. 7 players to score, including Sydney Standers with 5 points, and she had a 3-point field goal in the ball game. 7 points for Katie McJunkins. 8 apiece for Kylie Laster, and Haven Stolzfus had 4 points for Alexis Booher, all from the free throw line, and 9 points from Reese McDonald, and 12, the leading scorer tonight for the Lady Yellow Jackets, Lacey Bell McJunkins.
Yeah, for Harding Academy, it was Eva Abraham. She had 3 points on the night. Clara Cullens with 5. Chloe Fullerton, the 9th grader, had 11 points on the night, including a 3-pointer. And number 24 never got on our roster, but she had a pretty good game tonight as she had 10 points tonight for the Academy, and the leading scorer tonight, as it was a couple of weeks ago, Cali City. She had 20 points tonight.
A yellow mask on?
As, she started slow with only 7 points in the first half, 13 in the second half, and she leads the Academy with 20 points tonight. Yellow Jackets trailed 11-8 at the end of the first quarter, but took a 28-19 lead at the half and stretched that lead to 12 points in the third quarter. Led 34-26 with 2:54 left in the third quarter and did not score again for the next 6 minutes. Harding Academy took the lead 37-34 with 4:42 left in the ball game. The Yellow Jackets fought back and tied the game at 44. Went into overtime, and the Yellow Jackets outscored the Harding Academy 9-4 in overtime. They win tonight by a score of 53-48. We now have a 3-way tie for second place in the conference, as Mountain View leading undefeated. They won tonight at Pangburn, but Harding Academy is now 8-2. Rosebud, they get a win tonight. They're now 7-3. We'll check it. Harding Academy is now 7-3. Rosebud 7-3, and now the Yellow Jackets are 8-3. Pangburn lost tonight. They're now 5-5. So the Yellow Jackets are at a 3-way tie for second place behind Mountain View, and the Yellow Jackets will be on the road next week as they travel to Ball Knob on Tuesday, and they travel to Pangburn on Thursday night for a big one. And so the Yellow Jackets are pushing, trying to get to that at least no worse than the second-place finish. And, hey, something happens and Mountain View gets tripped up along the way, we'd be glad to be there and pick up the pieces. And so –
and looking at those individual efforts for tonight, First Arkansas Bank and Trust Player of the Game. Again, we appreciate their title sponsorship of the Player of the Game again this season. Stop by their branch in the Northside Shopping Center across from Goods Cash Saver, Rio Shack, and Pizza Hut, and see what they can do for you. Banking products, financial services, that's First Arkansas Bank and Trust tonight. I was telling my colleague there during the break, it's kind of Lacey Bell McJunkins got it going early. She scored almost all the Yellow Jacket points early. Had 6 points in the first quarter, 5 in the second, 11 points in the first half. Only had a single point in the second half to finish with 12. Still the leading scorer. It was kind of Reese McDonald in the middle, 6 points in the second quarter. She had a 3 there in the fourth to finish with 9. And then there, towards the end of the ball game, Haven Stoltzfus gets her only points of the night, but there are 2 3-point field goals in the overtime period for 6. And Alexis Booher, you can't count out those 3 free throws made in the overtime period. She had a free throw also in the third quarter with 4 points. So each player had their spots tonight, important parts of the ball game. In a tight one, I don't know who best to say. Cindy Standridge hits a three-pointer tonight. That may be her first three-pointer of the year. A lot of girls played in the ball game, had a lot of minutes. Coach kind of spread things out tonight, had a different second-half starting crew than he did the first half. Erica Sykes had a lot of minutes in the ball game, so I don't know. Pick them tonight.
There was a big 3 by Sydney when the Yellow Jackets had gone 6 minutes without scoring. They finally hit 3 straight baskets. Kylie Lester hit a couple, and then Sydney hit one. And then in the overtime, Stoltzfus comes down and hits a 3 immediately, and the Yellow Jackets take charge in overtime and never give up the lead, and as that 53-48 win. So I'm not sure. Then Alexa Booher has to hit 3 or 4 at the free throw line in the final minutes when the pressure is on. So there were a lot of heroes tonight for the Lady Yellow Jackets, and I'm not sure whoever you want to go with. We'll go with the First Arkansas Bank and Trust Player of the Game.
Oh, mercy. We've had several of those names so far this year. So that's been spread around a little bit. Coach Matthew Post, he's not too far from our broadcast position. He's come over to visit with some folks from Harding Academy, take some pictures there. We better not ask him. You got to be careful. He doesn't want to play favorites. So I don't know if he'd pick us out somebody or not. Let's go with Sydney Standridge tonight. A lot of minutes in the ball game. Usually plays inside, and out she goes outside and pops that three-pointer for the Yellow Jackets. Only a sophomore on with some of these youngsters out there playing on the floor. So another good effort for Sydney, getting consistent minutes as the season goes on. And the Lady Yellow Jackets, she and her teammates get the win.
Yeah, as I call her, Super Sid. Good game on both ends of the floor by Sydney. That three-point play was clutch. Had a bunch of rebounds, too, down here. She had a couple where late in the game when she got the rebound, and Harding Academy's doing everything they could to try to rip the ball out of her hands, and she got those rebounds, too, that are very, very important. Clinton now 15-5 on the year, 8-3 in conference play. Harding Academy drops to 13-5 on the year and 5-3 in conference play. As I said earlier, it's now a three-way tie for second between Rosebud, Clinton, and Harding Academy. And the Yellow Jackets have 2 winnable games next week on the road. If you can get those, steal those. And we got games still coming home with Newport and Riverview. Schedule is definitely in our favor. We've got rid of both Mountain View games. We'll have to play them again. Several of these teams have to play Mountain View again. And so the Yellow Jackets, the schedule's in their favor coming down the stretch. There's a game at Rosebud that will be a key game, too. That's coming up in a couple of weeks. So, but good game tonight. And of course, no boys game tonight. If you just tuned in, getting ready for a boys game. No boys games this week or next week, but those games have been rescheduled. We'll get the information out to you, but it's also on social media. Clinton High School, Clinton Yellow Jacket basketball on Facebook, where you have all those makeup dates.
Until then, thanks for tuning in tonight. For Sid King, getting everything set throughout the week for us. For Kelsey Robertson, our studio engineer. For Ryan Jones and Huey Moran, running the live stream tonight from Yellow Jacket Arena. For my colleague, I'm Jeff Hall. You've been listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Thank you for joining us for exciting Yellow Jacket basketball action on KHPQ. Brought to you by First Security Bank, Justin's Collision Repair and Towing, Conway Regional Medical Center, Joe Lee Chevrolet, the River Insurance Company,